Hi friends and everyone, welcome back to this channel. Imagine you are building a mobile application and there's a stage that you need to access users contact. And even you want to go beyond that, you want to have a button whereby it can be clicked to select a specific contact. How do we achieve this? Using Blazor Hybrid app. In this video, I'm going to show you. So I have Blazor Hybrid project created. And in here, I have my emulator also running. So in order to do this, first we need to install package, which will give us access to the contact. So let's get that package installed. So after we are done installing this package, we're going to create an interface and an implementation. Definitely is going to be our service. And that is what you're going to use to read the contact and also give us a pop-up where user can select a contact. So in our solution, let's first go and create a model. So now that we have this model created, we need to go and create our service. So let's do that. Our service is going to have two interfaces. One is going to read all the contacts, and one is also going to read a contact, a selected contact. So these are the interfaces that we have as indicated earlier on. Now let's implement this. So when you look at this implementation, we want to first check our permission. Now you can see from here that we want to check if we can read contact. So in case we can read, then we want to return true, and in case it is true here, we want to move on. But in case it isn't, you know what we are doing, we are throwing an exception, which is unauthorized. We want to get now through this, which is coming from the API, from this essential package that we installed. I think we can have access to this contact. Now in that, we want to get this, because you are using this link query here, and we want to select a list of this. Since email is a list, we want to get first or default, and the same thing applies to the phone number, an ID, and a name. We assign them. So the properties that we specify in this, we are assigning values to each over here, and at the end we're going to convert this into a list and I'll return it. Okay, now let's go implement this. Select contact. So if you look at this, we still check if permission is granted. Then we want to pick contact, and in that we want to return this and select what we need for this model. That's my contact model that we created, which has email, phone number, ID, and our name. So that is what we need to do to implement this. Let's go and register this service as we've created that in the myprogram.cs. So this is ready. Interface is ready, so we can go ahead, inject it in a component and use that. All right, so you can see from here in our component that we have injected the interface. We have a button over here with Y to an event. And in that, we want to create an object here of my contact. And then we're going to select that from here. Now, when the windows pop up and we select contact, we're going to display the details over here. But before we run this, we must make sure we have acquired permission. So let's go to our solution. In your platform, go to the Android, and from the Android manifest, right click on this, open with, let's choose for XML editor. And in here, we need to seek permission so we can read from the contact. So we need this line of code to do that. So use permission, and here you want to read contact. So we have to add this, and then let's save that. Okay, so you can see from now, the next thing I'm going to do here is to open our emulator. Then I'm going to run this, open the contact app. And I want to check this contact app. We have this contact app, but we do not have any contact. Okay, so we even have this over here. Let's see. Okay, so I have this contact added already, and that is a contact over here. So if I go to my contact, I have one contact here. We can also add another one. And let's go for the email. And I think that will be all. So we have first name, we have last name. That's going to be a given name. Then we have our email over here as well, which is working email. I think this is our email. I think we've added one already. So this is our phone. So we have our phone. Then this is going to be our email. So let's check it from here. Let's make sure we're doing the right thing. So we have home phone. Okay. So this is our work email. We have it over there set. Okay, so I think one is okay. Now let's save this. So you can see from here we have the phone number, then we have our home email, right? Because you can have multiple emails over here, but we're going to get first or default. So since we have one here, we're going to have access to it. So if I go back, you see I have two contacts over here. Now we have implemented the first method of select contact, whereby it's going to give us access an open window for us to select a contact from here. And as soon as you select any contact, we're going to see the details. Let's run this and check this out. You know, when running your app for the first time, it could take quite long. So all that you need to do here is be patient and let's wait. All right, so it is ready now. We're going to click on select contact and let's check it out. I click on this and you can see allow this app to access your contact because you've added permission, so we can go ahead to it. Now to choose a contact. So if I click on Netcode, Hub or Frederick, let's choose this one and I'm going to have the ID of 9, the name and the email. I can choose another one, Frederick, and I check it out. I have the name and the email. So in this case, we have been able to select a contact directly from our contact app. Good. Now let's see, how do we get the contact list? We have the service created. Let's go and call this service in a component. So in this home.razor, we're going to have a list. So when let's create a list here so we can call the service and now save it and loop into it and display. So when you check here, we are getting it as soon as the page initializes. We want to call the list and now store it over here. We're looping through that using for each and using this an added list element. We have this list item whereby we have the ID up to the email. Okay, let's check this out also. And you can see that as soon as the page renders, we have 2 contacts and we have them here. So today we've looked at 2 APIs, APIs, interfaces which give us access to select contact and also read all contact in our mobile application. Sounds great, isn't it? All right, so that will be the end for this video. I believe you've learned something here. Yeah, stay tuned and also like this video if you've learned something. And also, if you haven't subscribed, then you know you are missing a lot. You can also subscribe to you never miss out any upcoming content, which will be useful as well. All right, so catch you again. Till then, take care.